Hello, my name is Troels. I'm going to tell about how to set up a free Wi-Fi hotspot with a captive portal. I'm going to show it on a small router from the company Gl-inet. This is the 6416A version. This is a small router which only costs $30 to buy from the company, and then of course there's some shipping and taxes. Installed it is OpenWrt with the version 15 Chaos Calmer. This is a really nice setup. What is good is that it's provided with a WAN port where you can plug in a cable from your router at home to give the box internet. Or you can, for example, use the USB port together with a Wi-Fi dongle to get internet to this box. Then the internet is provided either out through the LAN port here, where you can connect to your computer. So both the WAN port and the USB port is clients, because either they'll be connected to a router here, but actually the modem up here is also providing as a router. And then it serves the internet through a server on the subnet.2, either on the LAN port or through the Wi-Fi. I've made two Wi-Fis. One is the captive portal, which will be open with no passwords and give users 1 hour free access to internet. And then a Wi-Fi, which is for administrative purposes, where there's no limits or any control over the traffic. This can also be a nice thing. The modem is a 4G Huawei 3372. That is to get as much speed of the internet as possible. And it also possibilities, actually, if you're fighting with other people over the area here, you can buy an additional small antenna here with the CRC9 connector. So you can actually have two small holes here where you can supply another antenna. So actually you can extend the Wi-Fi connection to this one if you are living in an area with low signal or fighting with many signals. The captive portal is through hotspotsystem.com. It's a really easy setup, and they have a small package for free where you can have 500 number of logins, which will be fine for most people. But for just $5 a month, you will have a whole better system with a lot more logins and better support. All logs are put to also for free to papertrail.ad.com. So whenever this router is doing something, it tells a server so I can follow the traffic somewhere. Because when you have internet through a cable here, you can have incoming connections to this box. But when you're using a modem, 4G modem, by default, there is not possible to make incoming connections, only outgoing connections. You can maybe modify this, but this is really difficult. This router has a 2.4 gigahertz and has BGNN network. That means it can run a speed of 150 megabits, will be more than enough for our users here. You can also buy one with 5 gigahertz, but that actually is not better because there will be a shorter distance than 2.4 gigahertz. So by laws of nature, it's actually better to have 2.4 gigahertz, at least for this purpose. If you are high speed purpose with video from home, then buy 5 gigahertz. But if it's providing internet for as many users as possible with long length, you want this. Another thing is that you can, when the users use captive portal, they have default speed of 1512 kilobits. That is to make sure they don't tilt and take too much traffic power through the system. You can change and modify this through hotspot system, but this is a good thing. So if you have many users, for example, to a festival, then you make sure the system is stable. The good thing about this thing is that it uses 5 volts plug-in with 1 ampere, and in general it only consumes 1 watt. When you have, of course, you have the modem, you maybe add another 2 or 3 watts. So you can actually just supply the power plug. And this is what I have here. This is my, I bought this battery. You can buy batteries which can supply 1 ampere or 2 amperes. And I suggest here that you buy one with 2 amperes because you want to make sure there's power enough going through the system. 1 ampere will maybe barely be enough that the system will break down. So buy one with 2 amperes. And this one, actually, I tested it. It lasted for like 12 hours. So Definitely there's a lot of power on this. You can take this whole system out for traveling, go to a field, I don't know, field investigations of some biology and have internet and provide that through this box, this whole setup. So this is quite nice. But let us try to connect the internet. So I will plug in here the power and starts doing green here. And then I plug in the modem. System has to start up a little. Good. We want to look for red, color red. So all the green thing is boot procedure. But actually over here has paper trail running. So when the router is coming up here, then it will send messages to this paper trail that collects my logs. So let's see. Now comes the red power, means that the router is up. Now it's connecting with the modem. And yes, here we got the first messages, 1920, yeah. So we get the first message data in, and it actually shows that it's starting up all the different things which we need. It actually also here, let's see, yeah, so it tells me that WAN 2 is up, that's the USB, so that's why the chili is started. And yeah, so that should be nice. And actually down here we can see the dynamic DNS script tells us that the modem to the internet is this address. So let's try to connect to the Wi-Fi up here. I take there's two Wi-Fi with the admin one, and then the free Wi-Fi without a password. Comes up with the captive portal. So that is logo 1, logo 2, and logo 3, and this is just a test setup for a little burger restaurant. So you have to accept here, and then click login. And then it tells you that you have default 1 hour, and you can just click this. And as we can see here now that the Kova Chili actually gave me an IP address here, that it wanted to give me an IP address, so it gave that. So it's nice to be able to follow the traffic, because I say I cannot log into the router from outside, but at least I can follow what the last problems was and when it was on and which routers. Then here in the hotspot system, I can see here my locations, and I can see I have now here, here location, and I can see here that up here there is how many users is connected at the same time. Here how many users connected at the same time. 2 users in total, 1 active, and yeah, that's very nice. And up here you can get user reports, how many users you have, and all kinds of things what you want to be using. So that's nice. By connection of paper trail and hotspot system, you actually have all the information you need by legally running a hotspot system. Thank you for watching.